T, and today we are talking about the Cold Steel AD-15. This little beast was designed by Andrew Dimko. He loves to do that AD signature. The guy designed the Triad lock for Cold Steel, one of their toughest and most unbreakable lock, and he's back. Well, he came back a long time ago, but he came back for Cold Steel to provide them with the Scorpion lock, which is a fascinating take on the friction folder, or I don't think people call this a back lock, but it's a lock here on the back. So it's really simple. All that you're seeing here is there's a little spring. It holds this in tension, a little notch, click, and then the force of your hand helps keep it together. And now I don't really want to test this super heavy, but I've always heard that it's one of the only ones you can go tip down with these back locks or these friction locks. And it really does get stuck in there, which I think personally is a good thing. Talking about openings, you can kind of sling it out, and the more you use it, the less tense that spring will get. Though there is a little problem with openings. Sometimes it comes back like this. So that can be a little bit weird, but otherwise, I pretty much love this thing. I wish that it had a slightly different color scheme, though I do enjoy the OD green and kind of tan, I guess you could say here. Though it's not always my favorite, and I think can make the knife look not as high-end as it is. The blade is super thick and chunky it is an S35 VN manufactured in Cold Steel's Taiwan plant. And let's talk about cutting geometry for a second here. This is not the sliciest blade. It's very thick. As you can see, we are ripping. There we go. That's not too horrific. But if you've watched some other people cut, if you watch me cut other paper, then you can tell this is not as good of a slicing geometry. It's really just a thick, beefy camp knife with a really, really fascinating lock. Now this thing is pretty big and heavy, so if you're gonna carry it around, it can be a bit of a pain in the ass. If you stick your hand down in your pants with it, in your pants pocket with it there, you end up grating your hand against the aggressive texture here on the handle. And while that texture, that kind of diamond, is very nice for holding it, when you're going in and out of your pocket all day, and only about 5% of that for a knife, it can be a bit of a pain. The rest, I think there's a psychological issue for me just putting it to super hard use with this lock. I think that would be a really cool video, but those take a little bit longer to get out, and I want to give you guys some content. So I'm going to go ahead and put the details over here. You can just pause the video and check those out if you like. Otherwise, I think that's really all there is to say. It's not got a deep carry pocket clip, though it is tip-up carry. All right, thanks guys. Hope you have a great day. Peace.